Hey, what is good, guys? Today we're going to be solving another two-pointer question. It's actually going to be the last medium of two-pointer that we're going to solve, and that is container with the most water. Let's go ahead and check it out. So we are given an integer array height, where height I represents the height of the ith bar. Okay, so we could see that as this right here. So this would be heights of the ith first bar, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. And okay, we may choose any two bars to form a container and return the maximum amount of water a container can store. Okay, we could see that the maximum is bounded to the lowest one. So we could see that the one at the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, seventh. The seventh, the seventh, and using the first and the seventh index, we could see that it's bounded to 6. So we could do let's see, we get I think first of all we get the difference. Get the difference between our two pointers. Also, we get the min height of our of our ith position. Oh, wait, the min height of both our pointers. Okay. And then from there we could compute the max. Let's see what they want us to return. They want us to return, oh, okay, so they want us to return the max. We of water we can hold. Okay, I'm thinking we could have two pointers, maybe one for each side. We could have one at 0. Okay, I'm thinking we could have two pointers. Okay, one could start at the beginning. One starts at length 0. Let's just make it simple. One starts at the beginning, and another one will start at the end. Okay, now we go ahead and just kind of de-increment. We could compare them. Say if this we could okay. Okay, yeah. I found an algorithm. So we could compare the heights. We can compare the heights of the two pointers. Then we could say if we switch, we move the pointer with the lowest with the lower height. We do this until left is equal to right. And we could have this condition by saying, well, left is less than right. But let's go make this into code. I think we have everything pretty good. We want to have a declaration of our max pointer. Let's go do that. So we could just say, oh shoot, max amount. No, what's this water? It's called max water. We could say max water is equal to 0, just to initialize it to 0. Okay, so we get the difference of each two pointers, compute the max. So one starts at the beginning. We could say that is by doing left pointer is equal at 1 or at 0. And one will start at the end. We could do that by doing right pointer is equal to the length of heights minus 1 because it's 0 indexed. And now we compare the height of the two pointers. Okay. And we could move each pointer. We could move the pointer with the lower height. Okay. We could do that by doing this condition while left pointer is less than right pointer. Then we could go ahead and compare them. Or let's go ahead and compute the max first. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the max. We could do max water is equal to max. Let's go ahead and do the subtraction. We do right pointer minus left pointer is equal to distance. right? But actually, in for coding, we want to put the equal sign on the left. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. And now we know that we could get the full container of water by doing the distance. So you can do distance, or actually we could do current water is equal to distance, actually multiplied by the minimum of both the left pointer and the right pointer, right? Because we could only contain as much water as the minimum height. See, if this one is at height 7 and this one's at height 6, we can't just put it at height 7, right? Because it would overflow on the right pointer, as you can see. That's why we have this right here. This says minimum left pointer and right pointer. Because we want to get the minimum, right? Because we could only be as good as the worst person on the team. Kind of like that to relate. Let me go shrink this. So now that we have the current water, let's go ahead and get the max of max water. Compare it with current water. Okay. And now we do this comparison right here. We can move the pointer with the lower height. Okay. Say um if heights of left pointer, say if that is less than heights of right pointer, we go ahead and we want to increment left pointer because it's less, right? So we could say left pointer plus equals 1. Otherwise the other condition would be either they're equal or height of the right pointer is actually smaller. So else we could just do right pointer minus equals 1. And we run this all the way until left pointer has been finished or equal to right pointer. So that should be a good algorithm. And let's go ahead and just return our answer. Max water. And I think this should be good. Let's go ahead and test our solution. Looks like we ran into a problem. We got 6. Looks like we got 6, but it's not a multiplication. Let's go ahead and see what we did wrong. Current water is equal to distance. Okay. Times minimum of left pointer and right pointer. Oh yeah. Forgot to do this. See, right here we're actually supposed to call heights at this left pointer. I could tell because looking at these cases right here, the number should be way bigger than just 6, right? Even 7 was greater than that. So that's why we have to actually multiply it right here. Forgot to put heights. Okay, let's go ahead and test it now. And we found the solution. And that's how you solve container with the most water. Let's go ahead and look at the other solutions, try to figure out what's going on. So one was brute force. Okay. 2 pointers. See if it was similar to ours. Left, right, height minus 1. Result is equal to that. Or else we just called it max water. So you get the result max. Yeah, we get also the minimum of these two. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, okay, so they put this all in one line. I kind of just broke it down to two, make it more clear. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, we basically got the same solution. And that's how you solve this question. Here are some things I learned from this. Let's see. I think it was mostly a mathematical question. I don't think it was too confusing to actually compute or code it out. Mm, maybe the heights thing, I kind of ran into that issue, but it was kind of just me speeding through the question. Um, yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.